Hmm. Hello, hi. Today I want to be reading because I've taken some time without reading and I need to read. You need to seek for information. To try to seek for information by reading. And I have to be for completing this book. Like, I have to really be completing this book. Let's do a quick security check. Pick the image that is the correct way up. You guys. Okay, we are still on the richest man in Babylon. Didst ever hear of the farmer of Nineveh who could understand the language of animals? I what not for it. Teeth for teeth. 'Tis not the kind of tale men like to tell over the bronze caster's forge. I will tell it to thee, for thou shouldest know that to borrowing and lending there is more than the passing of gold from the hands of one to the other, to the hands of another. This farmer, who could understand what the animals say to each other, did linger in the farmyard each evening just to listen to their words. One evening he did hear the ox booming, bemoaning to the ass the hardness of his lot. I do labor pulling the plough from morning until night, no matter how hot the day. Oh, oh how tired my legs. Oh, how the bow doth chafe my neck. Still must I work. But you are a creature of leisure. You are trapped with colorful blanket and do nothing more than carry our master about where he wishes to go. When he goes nowhere, you do rest and eat the green grass all the day. Now the ass, in spite of his vicus heels, was a goodly fellow and sympathized with the ox. My good friend, he replied, you do work very hard, and I would help as your lot. Therefore I will tell you how you may have a day of rest. In the morning, when the slaves came to fetch you to the plough, lie upon the ground and below much, that he may say you are sick and cannot work. So the ox took the advice of the ass, and the next morning the slave returned to the farmer, and he told the ox was sick and could not pull the plough. Then say the farmer, hitch the ass to the plough. Of the ploughing must go on. All that day the ass, who had only intended to help his friend, found himself compelled to do the ox's tasks. When night came and he was released from the plough, his heart was bitter, and his legs were weary, and his neck was sore where the bow had chafed it. The farmer lingered in the vineyard to listen. The ox began first. You are my good friend. Because of your wise advice, I've enjoyed a day of rest. And I retorted, the ass, I'm like many other simple-hearted one who starts to help a friend and ends up by doing his task for him. Hereafter you draw your own plow. For I did hear the master tell the slave to send for the butcher where you seek again. I wish he would, for you are a lazy fellow. Thereafter, they spoke to each other no more. This ended their relationship. Can I still tell the moral to this tale, Rodin? "'Tis a good tale," responded Rodin, "but I see not the moral. I thought not that you would, but it is and simple too. Just this, if you desire to help thy friend, do it so in a way that will not bring the friend's burden upon thyself." I had not thought of that. It is a wise moral. I wish not to assume the burdens of my sister's husband, but tell me, you lend to many, do not the borrowers repay? Mason smiled, the smile of one of whose soul is rich with much experience. Would a loan be well made if the borrower cannot repay? Must not the lender be wise and judge carefully whether his gold can perform a useful purpose to the borrower and return to him once more, or whether it will be washed by one unable to use it wisely, and leave him without his treasure, and leave the borrower with a debt he cannot repay? I will show to thee the tokens in my token chest, and let them tell thee some of the stories. Into the room he brought a chest. What's up? I'm okay. You okay? Yeah. Okay, I will, where was I? And leave the borrower with a debt that he cannot repay. I will show to thee the tokens in my token chest, and let them tell thee some of their stories. Into the room he brought a chest as long as his arm, covered with red pig skin and ornamented with bronze designs. He placed it upon the floor and squatted before it, both hands upon the lid. From each person to whom I lend, I do exact a token of my token chest, to remain there until the loan is repaid. When they repay, I give back, but if they never repay, it will always remind me of one who was not faithful to my confidence. The safest loans, my token box tells me, are to those whose possessions are of more value than the one they desire. They own lands or jewels or camels or other things which could be sold or repay the loan. Some of the tokens given to me are jewels of more valuable of more value than the loan. Others are promises that if the loan be not repaid as agreed, they will deliver to me certain property settlement. On loans like those, I am assured that my gold will be returned with rental thereon. For the the loan is based on property. In another class are those who have the capacity to earn. They are such as you, who labor or serve and are paid. They have income, and if they are honest and suffer no misfortune, I know that they also can repay the gold I loan them and the rental to which I am entitled. Such loans are based on human effort. Others are those who have neither property nor assured earning capacity. Life is hard, and there will always be some who cannot adjust themselves to it. Alas for the loans I make them, even though they be no longer than a pence. My token box may censure me in the years to come unless they be guaranteed by the good friends of the borrower who know him honorable. Manson released the clasp and opened the lid. Rodden leaned forward agilely. At the top of the chest, a bronze snake piece lay upon a scarlet cloth. Martin picked up the piece and patted it affectionately. This shall always remain in my token chest, because the owner has passed on into the great darkness. I treasure it, his token, and I treasure his memory, for he was my good friend. We traded together with much success, until one of the East he brought a woman to wed, beautiful but not like our women, a dazzling creature. He spent his gold lavishly to gratify her desires. He came to me in distress when his gold was gone. I consoled with him. I told him I would help him to once more master his own affairs. He swore by the sign of the great bull that he would, but it was not to be. In a quarrel, she thrust a knife into the heart he dared her to pierce, and she questioned Rodden. Yes, of course this was hers. He picked up the scarlet cloth in bitter remorse. She threw herself into the Euphrates. These two loans will never be paid. The chest tells you, Rodden, that humans in the throes of great emotions, in the throes of great emotions, are not safe risks for the gold lenderer here. This is different. He reached for a long carved of ox bone. This belongs to a farmer. Up by the rags of his women, the locusts came, and they had not food. I helped him, and when the new crop came, he repaid me. Later he came again and told of strange goats in a distant land as described by a traveler. They had long hair, so fine and soft it would weave into rags more beautiful than ever seen in Babylon. He wanted a herd, but he had no money. So I did lend him gold to make the journey and bring back goats. Now his herd is begun, and next year I shall surprised the lords of Babylon with the most expensive rags it has been their good fortune to buy. Soon I must return his ring. He doeth insist on repaying promptly. Some borrowers do that, queried Rodan. If they borrow for purposes that bring money back to them, I find it so. But if they borrow because of their indiscretions, I want thee to be cautious if thou wouldest ever have thy gold back in hand again. Tell me about this, questioned Roden, picking up a heavy gold bracelet, inserting with jewels in rare designs. The woman do appeal to my good friend, battered Mason. I am still much younger than you, retorted Roden. I grant that, but this time thou doest suspicion romance where it is not. The owner of this is fat and wrinkled, and doeth talk so much and says so little she drives me mad. Once they had much money and were good customers, but ill times came upon them. She has a son of whom she would make a merchant. So she came to me and borrowed gold that he might become a partner of caravan owner who travels with his camels, bartering in one city what he buys in another. This man proved a rascal, for he's left the poor boy in a distant city without money and without friends, pulling up agilely while other youth slept. Perhaps when this youth has grown to manhood, he will repay. Until then, I got no rent for that loan, only much talk. But I do admit the jewels are worthy of the loan. Did this lady ask thy advice as to the wisdom of the loan? Quite otherwise. She had pictured to herself this son of hers as a wealthy and powerful man of Babylon. To suggest the contrary was to infuriate her. A fairy book I had. I knew the risk for this inexperienced boy, but as she offered security, I could not refuse her. This continued Mathon, waving a bit of back rope tied into a knot, belongs to Nabuta, the camel trader. When he would buy a herd larger than his pants, he brings to me this knot, and I lend it to him according to his needs. He is a wise trader. I have confidence in his good judgment and can lend him freely. Many other merchants of Babylon have my confidence because of their honorable behavior. Their tokens come and go frequently in my token box. Good merchants are an asset to our city, and it profits me to aid them to keep trade moving, that Babylon be prosperous. Mathon picked up a beetle carved in turquoise and tossed it contemptuously on the floor. A bag from Egypt. The lad who owns this does not care whether I ever receive back my gold. When I reproach him, he replies, "How can I repay when ill fate pursues me? You have plenty more. What can I do?" The token is his father's, a worthy man of small means, who did pledge his land and had to back his son's enterprises. The youth found success at first and then was overzealous to gain great wealth. His knowledge was immature. His enterprises collapsed. Youth is ambitious. Youth would take shortcuts to wealth and the desirable things for which it stands. To secure wealth quickly, youth often borrows unwisely. Youth, never having had experience, cannot realize that hopeless debt is like a deep pit into which one may descend quickly and where one may struggle painfully for many days. It is a pit of sorrow and regrets, where the brightness of the sun is overcast and night is made unhappy by restless sleeping. Yet I do not discourage borrowing gold. I encourage it. I recommend it if it be for a wise purpose. I myself made my first real success as a merchant with borrowing gold. Yet what should the lender do in such a case? The youth is in despair and accomplishes nothing. He is discouraged. He makes no effort to repay. My heart turns against depriving the father of his land and cattle. You tell me much. You tell me much that I am interested to hear, ventured Rodin, but I hear no answer to my question. Should I lend my 50 pieces of gold to my sister's husband? They mean much to me. Thy sister is a sterling woman whom I do much esteem. Should her husband come to me and ask to borrow 50 pieces of gold, I should ask him for what purpose he would use it. If he answered that he desired to become a merchant like myself and deal in jewels and rich furnishings, I would say, what knowledge have you of the ways of trade? Do you know where you can buy at lowest cost? Do you know where you can sell at a fair price? Could he say yes to those questions? No, he could not, Roden admitted. He has helped me much in making spears, and he has helped some in the shops. Then would I say to him that his purpose was not wise? Merchants must learn their trade. His ambition, though worthy, is not practical, and I would not lend him any gold. By supposing he could say, yes, I have helped merchants much. I know how to travel to same run and to buy at lowest cost the rags the housewives weave. I also know many of the rich people of the Babylon to whom I can sell these at a large profit. Then I would say, your purpose is wise and your ambition honorable. I shall be glad to lend you the 50 pieces of gold if you can give me security that they will be returned. But he can say, I have security other than that I am an honored man and will pay you well for the loan. Then would I reply, I treasure much each piece of gold. Were the robbers to take it from you as you journeyed to Simyiran, or take the rags from you as you return, then you would have no means of repaying me, and my gold will be gone. Gold, you see, Rodin, is the merchandise of the lenderer of money. Yeah? It is easy to lend. If it is lent unwisely, then it is difficult to get back. The wise lender wishes not the risk of the undertaking, but the guarantee of self-repayment. Tith well. Tis well. He continued to assist those that are in trouble. It's tith well too. Teeth is well to tease. Well to help those upon whom fate has laid a heavy hand. It is well to help those who are starting, that they may progress and become valuable citizens. But help must be given wisely. Let us, like fathers, us in our desire to help, we but take upon ourselves the burden that belongs to another. Again, I wandered from thy question, Rodin, but here my answer. Keep thy 50 pieces of gold, what thy labor earns for thee, and what is given thy for reward is sin, thine own, and no man can put an obligation upon thee to part with it, unless it do be thy wish. If thee wouldest lend it so that it may earn thee more gold, then lend with caution, and in many places I like not idle gold, even lest I like too much of risk. How many years hast thou labored as a spear maker? Only 3. How much besides the king's gift hast saved? 3 gold pieces. Each year that thou hast labored, thou hast denied thyself good things to save from thine earnings 1 piece of gold. 'Tis as you say. Then mightest save in 50 years of labor 50 pieces of gold by thy self-denial. A lifetime of labor it would be. Thinkest thou thy sister would wish to jeopardize the savings of 50 years of labor over the bronze melting pot that her husband might experiment on being a merchant? Not if I spoke in your words. Then go to her and say, 3 years I have labored each day except fast days from morning until night, and I have denied myself many things that my heart craved. For each year of labor and self-denial I have to show 1 piece of gold. Though art my favored sister, and I wish that the husband may engage in business in which he will prosper greatly, if he will submit to me a plan that seems wise and possible, to my friend Mathon, then will I gladly lend to him my savings of an entire year, that he may have an opportunity to prove that he can succeed. Do that, I say, and if he has within him the soul to succeed, he can prove it. If he fails, he will not owe thee more than he can hope some day to repay. I am a gold lender, because I own more gold than I can use in my own trade. I desire my surplus gold to labor for others and thereby earn more gold. I do not wish to take risk of losing my gold, for I have labored much and denied myself much to secure it. Therefore, I will no longer lend any of it, for I have labored much and denied myself much to secure it. Therefore, I will no longer lend any of it where I'm not confident that it is safe and will be returned to me. Neither will I lend it where I am not convinced that its earnings will be promptly paid to me. I have told to thee, Roden, a few of the secrets of my token chest. From them you may understand the weakness of men and their agnes, to borrow that which they have no certain means to repay. From this you can see how often their high hopes of the great earnings they could make if they but had gold are but false hopes. They have not the ability or training to fulfill. But already now have gold which thou shouldest put to earning more gold for thee. Thou art about to become even as I a gold lender. If thou doest softly preserve thy treasure, it will produce liberal earnings for thee and be a rich source of pleasure and profit during all thy days. But if thou doest let escape from thee, it will be a source of constant sorrow and regret as long as thy memory doest last. What desirest thou must of his gold in thy wallet to keep it safe? Wisely spoken, replied Mathon approvingly. Thy first desire is for safety. Thinkest thou that in the custody of thy sister's husband it will be truly safe from possible loss? I fear not, for he is not wise in guarding gold. Then be not swayed by foolish sentiments of obligation to trust the treasure to any person. If thou wouldest help thy family or thy friends, find other ways than risking the loss of thy treasure. Forget not that gold slippeth away in unexpected ways from those unskilled in guiding it, as well as waste thy treasure in extravagance, as let others lose it for thee. What next after safety doest desire of this treasure of thine, that it earn more gold? Again thou speakest with wisdom. I shall be made to earn and grow larger. Gold wisely lent may even double itself with its earning before a man like you groweth old. If you risk losing it, you risk losing it all that it would earn as well. Therefore, be not swayed by the fantastic plans of impractical men who think they see ways to force the gold to make earnings unusually large. Such plans are the creations of dreamers unskilled in the safe and the dependable laws of trade. Be conservative in what thou expect it to earn, that thou mayest keep and enjoy thy treasure. To hire it out with the promise of usurious returns. Usurious returns is to invite loss. Usurious. Okay. Seek to associate thyself with men and enterprises whose success is established, that thy treasure may earn liberally under their skillful use and be guided safely by thy wisdom and experience. Thus mayest thou avoid the misfortunes that follow most of the sons of men to whom the gods see fit to entrust gold. When Roden would thanked him for his wise advice, he would not listen, saying, "The king's gift shall teach thee much wisdom. If wouldest keep thy 50 pieces of gold, thou must be discreet indeed. Many users will tempt thee. Much advice will be spoken to thee. Numerous opportunities to make large profits will be offered thee. The stories from my token box should warn thee before thou lest any piece of gold leave thy pouch, to be sure that thou hast a safe way to pull it back again. Should my father advise appeal to thee, return again, it is gladly given. Ere thou goest, read this, which I have carved beneath the lid of my token box. It applies equally to the borrower and the lender. A better little caution than a great regret. A better little caution than a great regret. I love that. A little caution, a better a little caution than a great regret. Can I remember that? Better a little caution than a great regret. Better a little caution than a great regret. Okay. I love that. I love it. But I need to check on some people here. Do I have anybody? So I'm here right now. I've been reading, but I need to see if I have somebody to talk to. If I have anybody to talk to me. Oh my god. I don't have anybody to talk to me. I don't have anybody to talk to me. Let me check if I have somebody to talk to me, to talk to me, to talk to me. Let me check if I have somebody to talk to me. Let me check if I have somebody to talk to me. Oh, there's no somebody to talk to me. There's no somebody to talk to me. No somebody to talk to me. There's no somebody to talk to me. There's no somebody to talk to me. There's no somebody to talk to me. With a little caution than a great regret. There's no somebody to talk to me. There's no somebody to talk to me. There's no somebody to talk to me. Somebody. The walls of Babylon. Old Banza, grim warrior of another day, stood guard at the passageway leading to the top of the ancient walls of Babylon. Up above, valiant defenders were battling to hold the walls. Upon them depended the future existence of this great city with its hundreds of thousands of citizens. Over the walls came the roar of the attacking armies, the yelling of many men, the trampling of thousands of horses, the deafening boom of the battling rams pounding the bronzed gates. In the street behind the gate lounged the spearmen, waiting to defend the entrance should the gates give way. They were but few for the task. The main armies of Babylon were with the king, far away in the east, on the great expedition against the Elamites. No attack upon the city having been anticipated during their absence. The defending forces were small. Unexpectedly from the north bore down the mighty armies of the Assyrians, and now the walls must hold up Babylon was doomed. About Banza were great crowds of citizens, white-faced and terrified, agilely seeking news of the battle. With hushed away they viewed the stream of wounded and dead being carried or led out of the passageway. Here was the crucial point of attack. After 3 days of circling about the city, the enemy had suddenly thrown his great strength upon this section and this gate. The defenders from the top of the wall fought off the climbing platforms and the scaling ladders of the attackers with arrows, burning oil, and if any reached the top, spears against the defenders. Thousands of the enemy's archers poured a deadly barrage of arrows. All Banza had the vantage point for news. He was closest to the conflict and first to hear of each fresh repulse of the fenced attackers. An elderly merchant crowded close to him, his pulsed hands quivering. Tell me, he pleaded. They cannot get in. My sons are with the good king. There is no one to protect my old wife. My goods, they will steal all. My food, they will be leaving nothing. We are old, too old to defend ourselves, too old for slaves. Yo, too old for slaves. We shall starve, we shall die. Tell me they cannot get in. Yeah? Yeah. I'm using this. No, it's already filtered. I have filters on it. It's not a good microphone, but I have filters on it. Remove the audience and all that. It's only my voice. Yeah, even if everybody makes here noise, it's only me here.
One.
Filters.
Where is the filter now?
So, what's up? We'll be back. How was it? We're still in the same system but different mindset. Yeah. Yeah. So you back on full time now? Back full time. Which year now? Is the third, second? Oh my God. How many left? Good. Education, man, should really pay back. Education should really pay back because we invest in our time, man. Yeah. 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 Man. Okay. We shall. Tell me they cannot get in. Where was I? Calm thyself, good merchant. Tell me, like, we are all too old to defend ourselves. Too old. Calm thyself, good merchant. Tell me they cannot get in. Calm thyself, good merchant, the guard responded. The walls of Babylon are strong. Go back to the bazaar and tell your wife, bazaar, and go back to the bazaar and tell your wife that the walls will protect you and all of your possessions as safely as they protect the rich treasures of the king. Keep close to the walls, and lest the arrows flying over strike you. A woman with a baby in arms took the old man's place as he withdrew. Sergeant, what news from the top? Tell me truly that I may reassure my poor husband. He lies with fever from his terrible wounds, yet insists upon his armor and his spear to protect me, who am with child. Terrible, he says, will be the vengeful last of our enemies should they break in. Be thou of good heart, thou mother that is, and it is again to be. The walls of Babylon will protect you and your babies. They are high and strong. Hear you not the yells of our valiant defenders as they empty the cauldrons of burning oil upon the ladder scalers. Yes, that I do hear, and also the roar of the battling rams that do hammer at our gates. But to thy husband tell him the gates are strong and withstand the rams, also that the scalers climb the walls, but to receive the waiting spear thrust. Watch thy way and hasten behind you buildings. Banza stepped aside to clear the passage for heavily armed reinforcements, as with clanging bronze shields and heavy tread. They tramped by a small girl planked at his gadlow, gal, like gale, Girdle, Galdo. Okay, tell me please, soldier, are we safe? She pleaded. I hear the awful noises. I see the men all bleeding. I am so frightened. What will become of our family, of my brother, little brother, and the baby? The grim old campaigner blinked. Hey, could you help me? I need to verify this email if it's true, man. To verify this email here, check on this email. Do you think it's true? Or I received it when today? Yeah, today. First check on it and you see if it's true, man. The grim old campaigner blinked his eyes and thrust forward his chin as he beheld the child. Be not afraid, little one, he assured her. The walls of Babylon will protect you and your mother and little brother and the baby. It was for the safety of such as you that the good queen Semiramis built them over 100 years ago. Never have they been broken through. Go back and tell your mother and little brother and the baby that the walls of Babylon will protect them and they need have no fear. Day after day, old Banza stood at his post and watched the reinforcements pile up the passageway, there to stay and fight until, wounded or dead, they came down once more around him unceasingly. crowded the throngs of frightened citizens, urgently seeking to learn if the walls would hold. To all he gave his answer with the fine dignity of an old. You think it's man? Like I got it and I got excited and I don't know. I wanted somebody to come. Yeah. Yeah. But what would Benz need from me, man? Mercedes Benz, what would it need from me for real? Yeah. Okay. Around unceasingly crowded the throngs of frightened citizens, urgently seeking to learn if the walls would hold. To all he gave his answer with the fine dignity of an old soldier. The walls of Babylon will protect you. For 3 weeks and 5 days, the attack waged with scarcely ceasing violence, harder and grimmer set the jaw of burns as the passage behind, wet with the blood of the many wounded, was slaughtered attackers piled up in heaps before the wall. Each night they were carried back and buried by their comrades. Upon the 5th night of the 4th week, the clamor without diminished. The first streaks of daylight illuminating the plains, disclosed great clouds of dust raised by the retreating armies. A mighty shout went up from the defenders. There was no mistaking its meaning. It was repeated by the waiting troops behind the walls. It was echoed by the citizens upon the cities. It swept over the city with the violence of a storm. People rushed from the houses. The streets were jammed with a throbbing mob. The pent-up fear of weeks found an outlet in the wild chorus of joy. From the top of the high tower of the temple of Baal passed forth the flames of victory. Skyward floated the column of blue smoke to carry the message far and wide. The walls of Babylon had once again repulsed a mighty and victorious foe determined to loot her rich treasures and to lavish and enslave her citizens. Babylon endured century after century because it was fully protected. It could not afford to be otherwise. The walls of Babylon were an outstanding example of man's needs and desire for protection. This desire is inherent in the human race. It is just as strong today as it ever was. But we have developed broader and better plans to accomplish the same purpose. In this day, behind the impregnable walls of insurance, saving accounts, and dependable investments, we can guard ourselves against the unexpected tragedies that may enter any door and sit themselves before any fireside. In this day, behind the impregnable walls of insurance, savings accounts, and dependable investments, we can guard ourselves against the unexpected tragedies that may enter any door and sit themselves before any fireside. Yeah. Yeah, I was rushing, man. Mm. Mm? Sim. You create what? Yeah. I gotta be back and give it to you. Kunyaga colors. File manager. Mm. And you do what? You still get it to I don't know.
I know you can create it by your but is it
And you do what? For Gmail. Or work with Google Drive. So obviously you Google Drive there. Like so we see the command that you Google Drive. Mm. Oh, sending the whole folder. An idea. I don't mind like from the PC. It's very easy. It's very backed up.
what about
Memory card. Mm. Yeah, it can. Yeah. Yeah, you can. You have like a USB. Does it transfer? Mm. So we can hurry because I have to be finishing this. 48, 72. I'm still on 48. Are you connected? Not connecting. Again. The USB doesn't transfer, man. Not recognized. Scott. Scott. Yes, Scott. Yogaji was sim. Yeah. License. Yeah. Like distribution and what? From US. I Trump would. Trump. Yeah. Oh. He's the president. Yeah. That's why he needs to show the power of the president. So he can. And like the problem, there's an administration, so he has his own administration. And his administration is saying yes to everything. Like they're already here in Uganda or what? Or like already given letters. Idi Amin Dada. Style. We cannot afford to be without adequate protection. The camel trade of Babylon. The hungrier one becomes, the clearer one's mind's work. The hungrier one becomes, the clearer one's mind works. Also, the more sensitive one becomes to the odor of food, the odors of food. Takad, the son of Azor, certainly thought so. Days he had tasted no food except 2 small figs, purloined from over the wall of a garden. Not another could he grab before the angry woman rushed forth and chased him down the street. Her shrill cries were still ringing in his ears as he walked through the marketplace. They helped him to retain the restless fingers from snatching the tempting fruits from the baskets of the market women. Never before had he realized how much food was brought to the markets of Babylon and how good it smelled. Leaving the market, he walked across to the inn and passed back and forth in front of the eating house. Perhaps here he might meet someone he knew, someone from whom he could borrow a copper that would gain him a smile from the unfriendly keeper of the inn, and with it a liberal helping. Without the copper, he knew all too well how unwelcome he would be. In his abstraction, he unexpectedly found himself face to face with the one man he wished most to avoid, the tall, bony figure of Labasa, the camel trader. Of all the friends and others from whom he had borrowed small sums, the pastor made him feel the most uncomfortable because of his failure to keep his promises to repay promptly. The pastor's face lighted up at the sight of him. Ha! It's Takas. Teeth. It is teeth. Takkad. Just the one I have been seeking, that he might repay the 2 pieces of copper which I lent him a moon ago. Also the piece of silver which I lent to him before that. We are all well met. I can make good use of the coins this very day. What say, boy? What say? Tackled, stuttered, and his face flushed. He had naught in his empty stomach to nap him to argue with the outspoken Dabasa. I am sorry, very sorry, he mumbled weakly, but this day I have neither the copper nor the silver with which I could repay. Then get it, Dabasa insisted. Surely though, neither the copper nor the silver with which I could repay. Then get it, surely though, canst get hold of a few coppers and a piece of silver to repay the generosity of an old friend of thy father, who aided thee whenest thou wast in need. Teeth, because ill fortune does okay, a minute, 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 a minute. Yeah. No, I saw him, but I wasn't focusing. Oh, it's a military. Ah, what? Without, like, in the casual uniform, casual clothes. So it's your friend. So what are you waiting for? Those are the connections we need. Huh? I didn't know. Tamina. Tamina, 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 Tamina. Amina, Tamina. Amina, Tamina. I'm alive, say my name. Na, 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 na. Say my name, say my name. Say my name, say my name. Say my name, say my name. No, 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 deserve it. Say my name, say my name. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Jacquard launched from the brutal frankness of Dabasa, but here at least was an invitation to the coveted doorway. Okay, teeth because ill fortune does pursue me that I cannot pay. Ill fortune wouldst blame the gods of thine own weakness? I will fortune purchase uh, pursues every man. Ill fortune pursues every man who thinks more of borrowing than of repaying. Come with me, boy, while I eat. I am hungry, and I will tell thee a table. Dark-eyed flashed from the brutal frankness of the passer. But here at least was an invitation to eat the coveted doorway of the eating house. The passer pushed him to a far corner of the room where they seated themselves upon small rugs. When Kauskor, the proprietor, appeared smiling, the passer addressed him with his usual freedom. Fat lizard of the desert, bring to me a leg of the goat, brown with much juice and bread and all of the vegetables, for I am hungry and want much food. Do not forget my friend here. Bring to him a jug of water. Have it cold, for the day is hot. Takad's heart sank. Must he sit here and drink water while he watches this man devour an entire goat's leg? He said nothing. He thought of nothing he could say. The Basker, however, knew no such thing as silence. Smiling and waving his hand good-naturedly to the other customers, all of whom knew him, he continued, I did hear from a traveler, just returned from Alpha, of a certain rich man who has a piece of stone cut so thin that one can look through it. He put it in the window of his house to keep out the rains. It is yellow. So this trader does relate, and he was permitted to look through it, and all the outside world looked strange and not like it really is. What say you to that? Takad, thinkest all the world could look to a man a different color from what it is? I dare you say, responded. I dare say, responded the youth, much more interested in the fat leg of a god placed before the bassa. Well, I know it to be true, for I myself have seen the world all of a different color from what it really is, and the tale I'm about to tell relates how I came to see it in its right color once more. The bassa will tell a tale, whispered at night a neighboring dinner to his neighbor, and dragged his rug off Takada and brushed him with their meaty bones. He alone was without food. The bassa did not offer to share with him, nor even motion him to a small corner of the hard bread that was broken off and had fallen from the platter to the floor. The tale that I am about to tell began, the bassa, pausing to bite a goodly chunk from the goat leg, relates to my early life and how I came to be a camel trader. Did anyone know that I once was a slave in Syria? A mama of surprise ran through the audience, to which the pastor listened with satisfaction. When I was a young man, continued the pastor after another vicious onslaught on SLAUGHT, sloughed on the goat leg. I learned the trade of my father, the making of saddles. I worked with him in his shop and took to myself a wife. Being young and not greatly skilled, I could earn but little, just enough to support my excellent wife in a modest way. I craved good things which I could not afford. Soon I found that the shopkeepers would trust me to pay later, even though I could not pay at the time. Being young and without experience, I did not know that he who spends more than he earns is sowing the winds of needless self-indulgence, from which he is sure to reap the whirlwinds of trouble and humiliation. So I indulged my whims for fine raiment and bought luxuries for my good wife and our home beyond our means. I paid as I could, and for a while all went well. But in time I discovered I could not use my earnings both to live upon and to pay my debts. Creditors began to pursue me to pay for my extravagant purchases, and my life became miserable. I borrowed from my friends but could not repay them either. Things went from bad to worse. My wife returned to her father, and I decided to leave Babylon and seek another city where a young man might have better chances. For 2 years I had a restless and unsuccessful life working for caravan traders. From this I fell in with a set of likable robbers who scoured the deserts for unarmed caravans. Such deeds were unworthy of the son of my father, but I was seeking the world through a colored stone and did not realize to what degradation I had fallen. We met with success on our first trip, capturing a rich haul of gold and silks and valuable merchandise. This loot we took to Jenin and squandered. The second time we were not so fortunate. Just after we had made our capture, we were attacked by the spearmen of a native chief to whom the caravans paid for protection. Our 2 brothers were killed, and the rest of us were taken to Damascus, where we were stripped of our clothing and sold as slaves. I was purchased for 2 pieces of silver by a Syrian desert chief, with my hair shorn and but a loincloth to wear. I was not so different from the other slaves. Being a reckless youth, I thought it merely an adventure until my master took me before his 4 wives and told them they could have me for an eunuch. Then indeed I did realize the hopelessness of my situation. These men of the desert were fierce and warlike. I was subject to their will without weapons or means of escape. Fearful I stood as those 4 women looked over me. I wondered if I could expect pity from them. Sarah, the first wife, was older than the others. Her face was impassive as she looked upon me. I turned from her with little consolation. The next was a contemptuous beauty who gazed at me as indifferently as if I had been a worm of the earth. The 2 young ones tittered as though it were all an exciting joke. It seemed an age that I stood waiting sentence. Each woman appeared willing for the others to decide. Finally, Sarah spoke up in a cold voice. Of Eunuchs, EUNUCHS. How did I read that word? EUNUCHS. Inches, we have plenty. But of camel traders, what does it even mean? Let me check its meaning. My phone I don't have battery. Should be going. Init, what was the it? Unit. Eunuch. Hey. Eunuch. You know the meaning of this word? I've just searched here. Eunuchs. A man who is castrated. So, who is castrated among you? Have you ever been castrated? Eunuchs. Like eunuchs. Of eunuchs, we had plenty, but of camel traders, we have few, and they, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Oh my god. Nah, see. Don't come easily. Like I love you. Maybe can I hold you tonight? I'm gonna hold you forever. Okay, where are we? Where 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 we? Oh, where are 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 we? 181 05. Oh, where are we? Oh, where are we? We have few and they are worthless. They are worthless lot. Even this day I would visit my mother who is sick with a fever. There is no slave I would trust to lead my camel. Ask the slave if he can lead a camel. My master thereupon questioned me, "What you know of camels?" Striving to conceal my Agnes, I replied, "I can make them kneel, I can load them, I can lead them on long trips without tiring. If need be, I can repair their trappings." "The slave speaks forward enough," observed my master. "If thou so desire, Sarah, take this man for thy camel tender." So I was turned over to Sarah, and that day I led her camel upon a longing journey to her sick mother. I took the occasion to thank her for her intercession, and also to tell this intercession, and also to tell her that I was not a slave by birth, but the son of a free man, a honorable Sada maker of Babylon. I also told her much of my story. Her comments were disconcerting to me, and I pondered much afterwards on what she said. How can you call yourself a free man when your weakness has brought you to this? If a man has in himself the soul of a slave, will he not become one no matter what his birth, even as water seeks its level? If a man has within him the soul of a free man, he will not become respected and honored in his own city in spite of his misfortune. For over a year I was a slave and lived with the slaves, but I could not become as one of them. One day Surah asked me in the even time when the other slaves can mingle and enjoy the society of each other, "Why doest thou sit in thy tent alone?" To which I responded, "I'm pondering what you have said to me. I wonder if I have the soul of a slave. I cannot join them, so must sit apart. I too must sit apart." She confounded. My dowry was large, and my lord married me because of it. Yet he does not desire me. What every woman longs for is to be desired. Because of this, and because I am barren and have neither son nor daughter, must I sit apart, where a man would rather die than be such a slave. But the convictions of our tribe make slaves of women. "What think thou of me by this time?" I asked her suddenly. Have I the soul of man, or have I the soul of a slave? Have you a desire to repay the just debts you owe in Babylon?" She parried. "Yes, I have the desire, but I see no way. If thou contentedly let the years slip by and make no effort to repay, then thou hast but the contemptible soul of a slave. No man is otherwise who cannot respect himself, and no man can respect himself who does not repay honest debts. But what can I do who I am a slave in Syria? Stay a slave in Syria, though weakling. I'm not a weakling," I denied hotly. "Then prove it. How? Does not the great king fight his enemies in every way he can and with every force he has? Thy debts are thy enemies. They ran thee out of Babylon. You left them alone and they grew too strong for thee. hadst fought them as a man, thou couldst have conquered them and been one honored among the townspeople. But thou had not the soul to fight them, and behold, thy pride hath gone down until thou art a slave in Syria. Much I thought over her unkind accusations, and many defensive phrases I worded to prove myself not a slave at heart, but I was not to have the chance to use them. 3 days later, the maid of Sarah took me to her mistress. My mother is again very sick, she said. Saddle the 2 first camels in my husband's herd, tie on water skins and saddle bags for a long time. The maid will give thee food at the kitchen tent. I packed the camels, wondering much at the quantity of provisions the maid provided, for the mother wait less than a day's journey away. The maid rode the rear camel, which followed, and I led the camel of my mistress. When we reached her mother's house, it was just dark. Sarah dismissed the maid and said to me, "Dabasa, hadst thou the soul of a free man, or the soul of a slave?" "The soul of a free man," I insisted. "Now is the chance to prove it. Thy master hath embedded deeply, and his chiefs are in a stupor. Take then these camels and make thy escape. Here in this bag is raiment of thy masters to distinguish thee." I will say thou stole the camels and ran away while I visited my mother. "Thou hast the soul of a queen," I told her. "Thou hast the soul of a queen," I told her. "Much do I wish that I might lead thee to happiness." "Happiness," she responded, "awaits not the run-away wife who seeks it in the far lands among strange people. Go thy own way, and may the gods of the desert protect thee, for the way is far and barren of food or water." I needed no further arguing, but thanked her warmly, and was away into the night. I knew not the strange country, and had only a dim idea of the direction in which lay Babylon, but strung over bravely across the desert toward the hills. One camel I rode, and the other I led. All that night I traveled, and all the next day, urged on by the knowledge of the terrible fate that was meted out to slaves who stole their master's property and tried to escape. Later that evening, I reached a rough country as uninhabitable as uninhabitable as the desert. The sharp rocks bruised the feet of my faithful camels, and soon they were picking their way slowly and painfully along. I mean, neither man nor beast, and could well understand what they shunned this inhospitable land. It was such a journey from then on a few men lived to tell of. Day after day we plodded along. Food and water gave out. The heat of the sun was merciless. At the end of the 9th day, I slid from the back of my mountain with a feeling that I was too weak to ever remount and would surely die. Lost in the abandoned country, I stretched out upon the ground and slept, not waking until the first gleam of daylight. I sat up and looked about me. There was a coolness in the morning air. My camels lay dejected. Not far away about me was a vast waste of broken country, covered with rock and sand and thorny things, no sign of water, nor to eat for man or camel. Could it be that in this peaceful quiet I faced my end? My mind was clearer than it had ever been before. My body now seemed of little importance. My parched and bleeding lips, my dry and swollen tongue, my empty stomach, all had lost their supreme agonies of the day before. I looked across into the uninviting distance, and once again came to me the question: I the have I the soul of a slave or the soul of a free man? Then with clearness I realized that if I had the soul of a slave, I should give up, lie down in the desert and die. A fitting end for a runaway slave. But if I had the soul of a free man, what then? Surely I would force my way back to Babylon, repay the people who had trusted me, bring happiness to my wife who truly loved me, and bring peace and contentment to my parents. They debts are thine enemies who have run thee out of Babylon. Sarah had said, yes, it was so. Why I had refused to stand my ground like a man. Why I had permitted my wife to go back to her father. Yeah. I think it will begin from there. 52. From here. Let's begin from there. Okay. That's 8. I will not exceed it. I don't want to go back very late. I feel very, I don't know my life. Sometimes I don't know what's life. Sometimes I really don't know what's life for real. Sometimes I really don't understand what is life. 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 Like what is life? 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 Sometimes I'm asking myself, what is life? How can I change my 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 life? change my life? Can I change my life? Can I change? Well, I'm not a gangster. I feel like, what is a gangster? Who is a gangster? Like, somebody just asked me, like, if I consider myself a gangster. I'm not a gangster. You cannot be a gangster when you, like, in real life. No, I love fashion. I love fashion about gangster. Yeah, I think like the thing that I can get from those gangsters, I love the fashion and the free. If like they are free to express themselves like that, that's what I would take from the gangsterism. I don't know if it's even there. Yeah, I have it. T Kim. I have a debit card. Here you cannot have a credit card. Okay, there are people, I don't know if there are people who have credit cards, but I've never met one. All the people I know have debit cards. Oh, my phone is blacking out. I think I have to be saying goodbye and go. My phone is blacking out. I have to be saying goodbye and go. Goodbye and go. My debit card is in the head. I have the account number in my head. I don't need the other one. I have the details in my head. I have the account number in my head. I can just read my account number from here. It's in my head. If I don't need the other plastic thing of a visa. Sometimes I need it, but sometimes I love it when my account is in the head. I love it when it's in the head. Like in my head. In my head. Today we tried. We tried. We tried. We tried. Today 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 we tried. See the sense collaboration. Today we tried. Today we tried. Today we tried. Today we tried. Eric, are you so busy? Like, can you help me confirm if this thing is true here? Okay. Today we tried. 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 We tried. We tried. We tried. Today we tried. Today we tried. Today we tried. Oh. Today we tried. 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 We tried. We tried. Oh, try on. 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 Try on. Try on. Oh, 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 try on. Today we tried. Oh, try on. Oh, try on. Oh, try on. Oh, try on. Today we tried. Today we tried. Today we tried. Oh, try on. Oh, try on. Oh, try on. Trayon. Oh, Trayon. Today we tried. Today we tried. Today we tried. Today we tried. Oh, Trayon. Oh, Trayon. Oh, Trayon. Trayon. Today we tried. Today we tried. Oh, Trayon. Oh, Trayon. Oh, Trayon. Oh, Trayon. Today we try. 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 Oh, Trayon. Oh, Trayon. Oh, Trayon. Oh, Trayon. Oh, Trayon. Oh, Trayon. They try. They will try. They will try. Oh, Trayon. 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 try on, try on, try on, try on, try on, try on, try try on, try on, try on. Try on, try on, try on. Keep on trying, on and 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 on. Try, keep on trying, keep on trying, try, keep on trying. Keep on trying, keep on trying, keep on trying, try, keep trying, keep trying. Thou wasest, keep trying, wast in need, teeth because ill fortune, each ill fortune does try on. Try on. See you when you're trying. 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 Try on, try on, try on, try. Keep on trying. Keep on trying, keep on trying, try on, try on, keep on trying on, do it, go on, do it, keep on trying on, keep on and trying on, keep on trying on, keep on trying on.